Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube. Welcome to my Facebook Live. This is Monday where I either do a fancy fold card or a 3D item. And today actually what I'm doing is an interacting card. I'm going to make a slider card, and I think I've never really done one of these before. Well, I kind of have, but I really haven't. So we'll see how this one works out. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But in any event, if you are on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed just down below here. And if you're on Facebook, make sure that you've given StreamYard permission. In any event, you guys, welcome to my Monday. I love doing lives. I love showing different people how to do different things. And this is something that I can just give back for all the wonderful people that have supported me. Now, just remember, if you are not a member of the Stampin' Up community, honestly, this is the best time to join. You can get this fantastic mat for free, or in Canada, you can get another $41 worth of free product, and this is actually worth $82. So I think that's the best bargain to go with. In any event, welcome. I am doing, and I'm using this Cutest Cow stamp set, I think, and bundle actually. It's adorable. And it was one that wasn't really on my radar because living in ranch country, kind of, these cows are not really our type of cows. To me, these are dairy cows, and we have range cows. We have cows that are mainly for meat purposes. But in any event, I like anything that's kind of cute, kind of fun to work with. And you know what? My grandkids love those as well. So welcome, and remember that this is part of a live. So if I do say hello to different people, that's because they've basically that's why they do join me and everything else. So if you don't like that, just make sure that you watch the replay and scoot on by. Awesome. So Cutest Cows. I'm going to show you a few things with this particular stamp set. It's got lots and lots of stamps. Like there are 24 stamps in this one. It's a photopolymer stamp set, but it comes with the punch. And I want to show you the best way to line up these punches or the stamps is I went ahead and I punched this out, and I'll explain what a few of these things are. Hello, Pam and Marie and Sharon. So I went ahead first and I punched this out. Then what I did was, and I can show you, I went and I put the body stamp and the head stamp, and I went and I fit it into these punched out areas. And now when I punch this, I'm going to get that image completely, and it'll be right in the right spot. But I also want to show you other things that are on this punch. This part here is the part that goes up here on the cow. Basically, and then this part here is where if you want to change up the color of the snout, I don't even know if that's the right word to call for a cow, but you can change it up, and there's different faces that you can actually put on there, or you can leave them just like this and color them. And then this part here are the horns. So this happens to be the one that I'm going to be punching today, happens to be a boy cow. So it's a bull. Well, a bull before anything else happens to it. But anyways, that's how I'm going to go about doing this. It has some really other good images on here. So let's have fun with this stamp set. All right, so I have a piece of Pool Party. And like I said, I'm doing a slider card. So there's a few things that we need to do. This slider card is 5.5 by 8.5. And I've gone ahead and I'm going to score it on the long side. I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch, which when it's the short ones, I kind of like to come in from this side here. I'm going to move my cutting blade out of the way, and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to turn this around like this and score it at 4.5 inches. And basically it's not going to be a card that does open up. I guess I could have done one where it does open up, but it would have been too thick of a card, I think. So that's that part. And then the other part is, you see on my trimmer here, because we're going to be doing some different cutting and different things, I always put a piece. This is a 1/4 inch of colored cardstock, and I like a lighter color. And I just attach it, or is that 3/8 of an inch? I think that's 3/8, 1/4 of an inch. And then I just put glue dots on here, and that makes it so that I can see the numbers very, very easily on there. Okay, so we have that. Then I also have a piece of basic white, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and that's going to fit onto this part right here. And then this is the front of the card. And then also I have another piece that is 3/4 of an inch by 3 1/4 inch. Yes. And then I have a piece of scrap pool party that happens to be 3/4 of an inch. We're going to put a sentiment on there. And then, of course, we need some scraps to do different images and everything else. And the big image that we have to start off with is the cow image. So let me just come in and show you how we're going to do that. Now, I'm just going to do a black and white cow. I'm not going to make it too extra special. There's lots of different colors that you can do this. You can add. I thought it was really cute. I saw somebody went and did a chocolate milk cow. They did a strawberry milk cow. They did a banana cow. I thought that was really, really cute. All right. So I've lined these up, and I've only lined up, like I say, the images that are for the cow. Now let me see. I'm going to put this down here because the punch is going to punch out that part. Now I also did it in Memento because I'm going to come in and I'm actually going to color that. So I have that, and let's come in and I'll show you how this is lined up so well. An idea of the flavors, yes. Okay, so then all you have to do is just line this up, and I'm resting my hand on here, and then I'm just punching it out. We have all those little other bits, and I don't even know if I'm going to use those. I'm going to actually just do coloring on here. So let's go ahead and just do some quick coloring onto this one. Now we do have black blends, so I am going to use a black blend to color the spots on here. And now you could use a marker on here. Yeah, you could use really anything on there. And then I'm also going to do that little tuft here in the black as well. And this is going to be the part that's actually going to slide. Now, the hoofs should be probably a different color. So I've just got a pecan pie. I'm hoping that'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be okay. Just like that. And then I really like this face on there. So I'm going to come in with my petal pink. Now, like I say, I could turn around and I could use another. I don't know if that's too dark. Let me try the other petal pink. I could turn around and I could do that out separately with the other piece that's on there. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and just cut this one out. It would be cute because it would give you more dimension, right, with the extra one on there. So I'll actually show you. This is the piece. Now, normally I would cut that out or punch that out with the in the petal pink, but I'm going to show you how we could change up this face. Now, on the stamp set itself, it has this face and this face. And I like that face. I thought that was such a cute face with it, the crooked sort of smile on it. It's just a little one like this. Just come in here and I'll just show you how that works. So this is going with the dip up, just like that. There we go. So see how we could do that just like that. Oops, these are the nostrils right there. But I thought it looked okay with it just colored like that as well. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to actually go ahead and attach the head on here. They are cute faces. So I'm just going to put this glue because we want this good and stuck for this particular card. So just like that. So cute. Now we can make this into a little boy cow if we want. Doesn't have the udders, so I'm thinking, ooh, it would be good as a boy one. Do I want like that color? I'll just show you how this works. So I'm just coming in with that little piece there. For the longest time, I struggled with what this was. But just check this out. Just going to put this on here. Now you could use glue dots here if you want. Let's see how that's just going to go right there. And we've got the horns. There we go. All right. So we kind of have the cow done. Now what we want to do is we want to go in and get some other images here. So this is the piece that goes here. I've got a scrap piece of paper. And that was this piece here. So what I want to do is I came in also with my Hey Chuck, and I wanted that fence. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that fence. And a lot of this I've already gone ahead and colored. So I've got this fence. I also went and stamped this little chick. We're just going to stamp that there. And then I also have, let's see, I have this one. This is a milk jug. And I've gone ahead and done a lot of this coloring. So I've got this milk jug here. And then I wanted this little rooster on the top of the milk jug. Just like that. And what else do I need? I think that's kind of it. So I've gone ahead and colored those. And I thought it would be easier if I show you it colored. I just used pecan pie and crumb cake. And then I put this on here and I used gray granite and I used Cajun craze, some pretty peacock. I used some poppy parade onto that rooster there. And what else did I do here? I think that was about it that I did. Okay, so I went and I cut this out with the dies, and of course these have to be fussy cuts, so that's why I went ahead and did that. Now let's go ahead and basically get this part done on here. So this is the front of the card. So I'm going to put, I'm going to go ahead and put the slit in here, but we need to do some prepping of this. So I'm going to come in. Now I happen to know that this is going to be, I'm going to actually kind of just give a little tiny bit of a pencil mark because I wanted to know the difference where it was going to be from the, I'm going to put a slit in here and I'm going to do it at 1 3/4. So I'm just going to measure up 1 3/4, and I just want to kind of know where that is. And you'll see this more in action. It's just kind of in a, it doesn't have to be exact. All right. So now we're going to kind of get some different looks on here. So I want to sponge some grass on here because he's in a grassy pasture. So I'm actually coming in with my old olive. And let's see. So, and I like using my mat to take those colors off. And I'm just going to get the grass in here. And like I say, I'm not worrying about it not being quite at that mark. And then there's these really cute flowers. They're kind of like a sunflower. So I'm going to come in with my Memento. And let's put some of these flowers on here. Kind of want them to go, oh, about here. We're going to put some more flowers in here. You know what? I probably should have done, whoops, you know what? I think I'm going to bring this a little bit over here. And then also I went and I cut out from my basic borders, I went and I cut out this for the clouds. So that's from these basic border dies. They work out really good with clouds. So I'm going to come in with some pool party. We'll have a pool party sky. I was thinking of a balmy blue, but I think this one will work better. So I'm just doing it subtly. And put some more down here. And this one's going to be quite light because I want to color my flowers, right? There we go. So you can kind of see I'm working on a bit of a background for this. Now, I went and I used Old Olive, and what other colors did I use? I think I used a pumpkin pie for the middle of it. That's what my thought is. So I'm going to come in with that. I had some pumpkin pie here. I did. So I'm just going to come in, use the bullet end on here. There's not a lot of coloring on here. So that's why you can go ahead and we're just going to color it together. And it's so small that I'm not even worrying about putting different colors on there. This says dark. It should actually be a lighter color. And now, the reason you want to basically, this is the area that my cow is going to be sliding and moving across, actually. So I want it to be not in a spot where it's, I could have cut them out and then done them, put them on, but they could stick on there. All right, so we're going to use some Daffodil Delight and some pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use some lighter Daffodil Delight, I think. All right, so let's go with the pumpkin pie in the middle. Don't use this color that often. There we go. come in with some, this is quite a bright card for me. I don't usually do bright cards. And then we're just going to come in with some of this in there. And let's see. Like I say, we haven't even started doing the magic on here. We're doing all the prep work for it. But I think you'll like the card. It's so fun. I'm thinking, oh, you know what? I think I used a piece that I wasn't supposed to use. I'll have to cut another piece of white. Just thought of that. You know, and I don't know if I'm going to go in and do much more. I'm going to come in here and color this. Whoops. This one right here. I think that's enough. All right, so then this piece here, like I say, this is scored at 1/2 inch and 4.5 inch. This is going to go right on here. So we can see that what we're doing is we're kind of getting our slider ready. Now I do need another piece of basic white, and I need that as 3 3 3/4 by, no, I need it 3 3/4 by 5. And I know I've got that piece sitting over here. Just left it over there. So this is the other piece there. So now what I want to do on here is I want to stamp the sentiment. And I thought it would be, what's moo with you? And I'm going to have a hello on here. So let's just go and stamp this part. What's moo with you? Like those punny kind of. I'm just going to put that right up about there. And this is the piece that's actually going to slide out on the card. And let's see. Okay, let's get this mechanism kind of working now. So let's come in with our bone folder. One there. And here. And what we're going to do is, what's going to happen here is that this is going to go on the front, and then this piece is actually going to slide out from here. So we've got to get this prepped on here. So let's go ahead and put that on there. You know, blends are fantastic to work with, but you've got to be careful how you station your blends on a card, or else they're going to show through, right? So let's just put this on here. Like I said, this piece is 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. And then we're going to come in with our trimmer again. And this part is really important to get the mechanism the right way. So this happens to be, I'm going to measure 1 3/4 inches from here. So that is, and then this is the cutting blade, and I'm going to go from 1 inch down there, and see why that's so important to have this piece where you can see it. And I'm going to go to 4 1/4 or 4 1/2 down here. So I'm coming from here, cutting down to 4 1/2. Going to go back up to there so that I can cut it, cuts through, because this is going through 2 pieces of cardstock, right? There we go. There. Kind of line those up there, okay. Now the other thing that I could do is, there's little tiny grass. I don't know where I put that stamp. Oh, there's little tiny pieces of grass tufts, and I think I'll put those on at the end. All right, so then what we need to do is I need to put a hole in here so that there's a spot for it to pull out. Now, I don't normally use retired product, but you could use dies. But I'm going to come in here with a center punch, and I'm going to kind of eyeball this to get it kind of in the middle. I think that's about in the middle. Now I'm only going through those two pieces there. I'm going to bring this part here and then just go through there again. Otherwise I could ruin that punch. Now if you have dies, you could turn around and use dies in there as well. Okay, so there. Now, this is the fun part. This piece here is 3/4 of an inch by, and I'm just reading my notes here, 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4. And what I'm going to do is this part is coming in like this. Whoops. This has got some, you know, those edges where you can tell it's gone through the trimmer. So I just sort of flatten that part out with the bone folder. So I want this piece to come in about up to there and to here. And this is the mechanism that's going to keep the, it's going to work to pull it through. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to come in with a dimensional. I'm going to put that dimensional right there. And I'm going to use another 1/2 a dimensional. And I'm just going to cut that piece off. Haven't lost anybody. Are there any questions? So I'm just going to come in with a 1/2 a one. Want to make sure that this is going to stay on here really good. So it's like that. And this is what's going to slide back and forth. So, and that's within this piece here. You want to make sure that that's within this slide here. All right. So then this little cow is going to come and go right on here. Now, because of the way the cow is, I'm just going to come in and just trim this part down. And we are going to go ahead and put our cow right there. So I'm just going to take that off. And then this part of the cow goes right there. So see how we've got that where it's now going to start working. Just you watch. Now, this is the part that we're going to use to slide this. So it's going to come like this. When it slides out, it's going to come with this on there. So we want that part to be facing there. So it's facing down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use tear and tape. Because this part, because it moves a lot, could needs really good stickums, right? Let's just get that down there and we'll come in with our pick tool. Oh, you're waiting in anticipation. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so fun. All right. So again, this is the part. I've got to make sure that we've got it the right way up and always double check. We want it to come like that. So this is the part here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that right down on here. Now we want this right up to the top. Right like that. And in there. Burnish that on there. And check it out. Is that not fun? Just like that. Okay, but we got to finish decorating this stuff, right? All right, so to me, I think we need some grass spots on there. So I'm going to do that now. And normally I would not stamp and then go ahead and do this. I would do this ahead of time, but I kind of want it to be all over the place. Now this is here, so I want that kind of to be down at the bottom. Here, there, just move him just a bit more. Whoops. And let's just put a tiny bit more there. So we, whoops, and then we can do one here as well. Now, because I've got those other pieces, now what I want to do is I want to turn around and I want to decorate that, right? So I've got on here, I thought if this pulls out, what I want to do is I want to have this on here. Now, I got to make sure that this is good and glued down. And where is that little guy? Where did my little chickadee go? I know I've got this one. Where's the other one? Okay, I'm going to get this good and glued. And I'm going to let it set. Because we want to make sure that that stays on there. Now, this piece here, I'm going to put right here. So when this closes, this guy can go right up there. So again, I'm going to make sure that that's good and glued. I wonder where that little tiny one went. Because this has the potential of sticking. So let's do that. And I do not know where that little piece went. All right. Well, we could quickly color that. So let's go and quickly color that. And then we can just cut that part out. It has a bit of, whoops. There we go. And I'll just come back in with this one as well. There we go. And like I say, we're just going to quickly color that or cut that out. Just like that. Oh my goodness. I think this is one of those cards that somebody's going to play with quite a bit, right? Okay. Now, like I say, this part has the potential of sticking. So I want to make sure that I get it good and down. So it's just like that. Let's come on with this here. Now I'm going to make sure that that's right down and flat. Just like that. And then this little chickadee. You know what? I think I'll stick him a little bit underneath there and then just put the glue underneath there. And the reason I wanted to have this colored and put on here is because it could go through to the back and then we would see it on the back. So that's the reasoning behind that. Now that should be, is that going to show through? Ooh, it is. I don't really want that little bird or chick to show under there. But that'll be okay. And then this part here is going to come right here. Get that good done right there. Now we have to put a saying on there. So let's, because this says, "What's moo with you?" I thought what would be really good is a hello. And where did I even get that hello from? I can't even remember what stamp set I used. Anyways, I've already gone and I have stamped it with Versamark. I'm going to have that come right about there. You know what? And I'd like to trim that just a tad. Probably going to really muck this part up. There we go. excuse. That's a bit rough there. So you could use a sanding block and do that. I'm going to come in with my foam folder and just put this down here. Thought he would be good right there. Excuse. Oh, excuse me. And now we'll just put some dimensionals on there. We haven't even got this part finished yet, so we want to get the slider part finished. But the decoration is important as well. Okay. Right there. Just got to grab something to drink here. All right. So we have that like that. So now, in order to get this so that it's going to slide, I'm going to come in with my tear and tape here. Get that good and down. And then what I want to do is this part here gets folded in like this, and then we're going to fold this back on itself. So I find the best way to do this is to take this off. Let's see if we can get it all the way. We'll try just doing it part way. Let's just fold it down onto itself. And there we go. Okay, so that bird is going to show, but I think he's going to be okay. Now, I also thought this would be kind of fun. You know what? I could even put, this could even go here. I have an extra one of these. So this one says, hello, what's moo about you? Do we want to put another flower down here? I have one just in case I want to. All right, so I could also at this point is put something to pull that, but there is the stamp set. And I love this stamp set, is this one right here. And this one has the pull stamp. And I thought, geez, what better stamp to put on there so that somebody knows to pull that, right? So I could have a little tag out here. Maybe that's what I'll do. You could do it like this, where it's on this side here, and it says pull. Or you could come in here, and I hope I'm not going to wreck this by doing this. But this is the pull. I've been dying for us to finally get one of these pull things. So if I come in here, and I put that word pull, we're going to wing it. Yes, you'll have to watch this on a replay because this is such a dang cute card. So there we go there. So see, that says pull. And now I'm just going to wait for that to get done. Now what we can do too is turn around and get some different embellishments on there. We could use these. We could use, there's the ones that are these ones here that would be great on here. So you know what? I think I'm going to use these, and I think I might even just use, I could use the pool party ones, or I could use this. These are lemon lolly. Let's see. We don't want them to interfere with, here, I'm going to put that there and move this up here. There. And let's put one right here. There we go. So pull, and it just pulls out like this, and there's our card. Yes, go back and watch the replay. Like I say, this one, I've been planning this one for a while. I just love that pull stamp. So that is using this one, Hooray for Surprises, with the pull. It is also using this Cutest Cows bundle with the punch. It's also using Hey Chuck. So we're using a bunch of stuff, old and new. And then we're doing some coloring on it. We're using some embellishments. We're just playing around. And like I say, I've got another flower here if I wanted to put another flower on there or up higher. I don't know. We'll see what I decide. You know what? That doesn't look so bad. But I don't want it to get stuck on that cow. So if you like that, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do. And if you do not have a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. I'd love to work with you. Remember about the join offer. It's an amazing offer, you guys. This is the time to do it. This is the time to join the Stampin' Up community. It's just so much fun, and there's so many different things, and we share, and it's just the best thing. Anyways, hello, Colleen and Carol and Felicia. Awesome. All right, you guys, have a great day. Remember to create because it's great for the soul. And we will see you tomorrow, 4:30 for techniques. Lila has reached out and given me a technique. I've also put it out on my Facebook page, what kind of different techniques that you'd like to see. If I've done the technique, I'm going to do a bit of a take on it. There is one technique that I've been asked to do, but it needs to use a retired stamparatus. So I'm still contemplating whether or not if I can do that, but I'm thinking very seriously that I should do it. In any event, you guys, have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.